A desperate search for a boater missing off the coast of Stamford. Good afternoon, I'm Allie Reed. Keith has the day off. That search happening after a boat capsized on Long Island Sound last night. 4 people were rescued, but the search continues for one missing boater who we're learning is a firefighter from New York. News 8's Ken Pierce is live in Stamford with the latest. Kent?
Allie, as far as we know, that search continues. I checked with Stamford Police just a couple of minutes ago. They say they've gotten the boat out of the water, but the search continues for Keith Morris, a firefighter from New Rochelle in his early 30s, and the mission to find him has gone from a rescue operation to a recovery one. Helicopters and search boats combed Stamford's harbor, hoping to find some sign of Keith Morris.
Due to the amount of time that has elapsed, it's doubtful that he's going to be found. We've notified the family of that before we came to speak with you folks.
Some of that family was with Morris out to dinner on Stamford's waterfront last night. Morris was driving the boat back home to New Rochelle, New York, but he missed the gap in the harbor's break wall. He hit the rocks, the boat overturned. People who live nearby heard it and called 911.
Some kind of noise, some kind of commotion. I'll say, like a crash, and heard people screaming. That's how the call came in, calling for help.
Of the 5 people on board, police and the Coast Guard rescued 4.
There were 2 people sitting on the bottom of the vessel, which was turned upright, and there were 2 people trapped inside the vessel underwater in an air pocket, and they were knocking on the hull.
The channel through the breakwater is marked by 2 lights, and they look really tiny way out there in the harbor, but really they're not. They're the size of this one that I'm standing next to here on land. They're really tall and easy to see, and police say both of them were working last night.
The gentleman apparently had some education. He had gone to some boating schools. He had a GPS on board. Whether it was functioning or not, I don't know.
The Department of Energy and Environmental Protection Accident Reconstruction Team will try to figure out exactly what happened. There were a lot of different agencies involved in this search, still are. You had DEEP, you had the Coast Guard, you had dive teams from Darien and from Stamford, as well as the state police. They're now going to get involved as this becomes a recovery effort. They've got the side scanning sonar that might be able to find Morris's body out there in Stamford Harbor. We're live in Stamford. I'm Ken Pierce, News 8.